What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. This is going to be a video for primarily people that don't drive for Uber yet. I get a lot of people on my channel and through the Facebook forum, Uberman Driver Network. I get a lot of messages from people, emails. A lot of people have a lot of questions regarding Uber and ride sharing in general, and they come to me for advice, and I do the best I can to answer all of them. But this video is really going to be for the noobs out there. People that are either just getting started or haven't even started yet and are considering it. I want to be completely forthcoming with you guys. I want you to understand that you're not going to start Uber and just magically start making a bunch of money, okay? It is a job. You may not be an employee technically, but this is a job, and jobs, you got to work. Granted, I will say this. This is the easiest job I've ever had. It can be stressful, as any job would be. And it takes work, okay? Maybe not necessarily physical work, but it can definitely take a mental toll on you. You will get stressed. And the most important thing I think to understand is that I know it seems very simple. You watch the Uber videos, the training videos, which are decent, but let's be honest, they could do a lot better. As seasoned drivers understand what I'm saying. It's not as simple as just turning on a device and making money, okay? It doesn't work that way. It may be what it appears, but trust me, that's not how it is. There are areas in each city that you're going to have to learn where the money's at, where the passengers are. You're also going to have to learn where it's too saturated. And, granted, you will see a lot of drivers hanging out in the populated areas downtown, the places that things are typically happening. You're going to see a lot of drivers, but you don't have to be amongst those drivers. There are other places nearby that you can go to that will still bring you in decent money, so you're not just sitting there wasting your time in a line of 10 other drivers. But I can't tell you where that is. This is where the work comes in. You're going to have to try different places, different things. You're going to have to find your spot, okay? All drivers have a spot. Every one of you, and you seasoned drivers that are still watching this, knowing it's not for you. You know what I'm talking about. You've got your spot, and you're not going to tell anybody where it is because then it's not your spot anymore. You tell one person, and before you know it, it's crowded. Here's the other thing. Once you find your spot, you get your sweet spot, you're happy with it, don't be surprised when in a short period of time someone else finds your spot and you're sharing it, and then before long you've got to move and find another spot. That's the name of the game, guys. That's how this works, and really that's probably one of the most stressful parts of this job is figuring out where the sweet spot is for you to make your money. So I really do want you to understand, you don't just turn on your phone and start making money, and I don't want you to get discouraged. There are some markets that it's just not worth driving in. I'm not going to lie about that. Again, if I knew where they were, I would tell you. So you don't waste your time and energy trying to get started doing this. But the majority of markets are still very profitable. You just have to find your spot, guys. And that may mean that you're not even downtown, which is where most people hang out because that's where everything happens. You may have to go to a smaller downtown. Yeah, go to the smaller downtown. I'm not redoing it. You may end up having to go to a suburb, okay? There are plenty of suburbs around almost all downtowns that have plenty of stuff going on. And a lot of times, suburbs are a great place to be, especially some of the upper class suburbs. You can pick up rides from there that actually are going downtown. And those will usually net you a pretty good fare. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I really just wanted to throw this out there for the new people that are considering driving. Don't be discouraged. Don't listen to everybody telling you that you're not going to make money, that you can't make money with Uber, because guys, I still do. And here's my philosophy. Okay, I've had several people tell me that Uber is flat out not profitable anymore. It costs you more money to drive than you'll make. And let me just throw this out there for you. My philosophy is if drivers are losing money in order to work, basically we are paying to drive, then drivers wouldn't drive. None of us are in this industry to lose money. We're all out here trying to make a profit. So if it's not a profitable business venture, we would not do it. If we did not drive, Uber would collapse. Without the drivers, there would be no Uber. So guys, instead of just listening to all the negative Nancy's out there that are pretty much, a lot of them are just jealous that there's a lot of people doing well in their markets and they're not. Instead of listening to that, just try it out for yourself. It takes very little time to get set up. Give it a couple weeks, work on finding your spot, and hey, if it's not for you, then don't do it. But just don't listen to all the negativity. Try it for yourself, okay, and see what you think. I'm glad I did, because I'm in a very profitable market, and I make decent money doing it, and I enjoy it. And some of the perks of driving with Uber, you get to make your own schedule. If you don't want to work for 2 weeks, don't work. If you want to work 60 hours a week, work 60 hours a week. Bank that money, and then take a couple weeks off and enjoy yourself and spend the money that you made. How many jobs can you do that at? How many jobs can you set your own hours and work when it's best for you to work, you know? That way you can be home with your kids, and you want to go drive while your kids are in school, drive when your kids are in school, and then come home, you can pick them up from school and you're home the rest of the day. You know, this is a great job. Driving around in your car is definitely not the worst job in the world. Enjoy yourself, listen to some good music, bring your tablet with you, play some games, watch some Netflix, whatever. Sit back, enjoy yourself, make some money. This is a good job, guys, and regardless of what some of these other people are saying, the majority of markets are profitable, because if they weren't, nobody would drive and Uber would collapse. And I assure you, Uber is not going to be collapsing anytime in the near future, okay? Anyway, if you're wanting to sign up with Uber, you want to give it a shot, I personally would greatly appreciate it if you'd use my link. I've got one right here, the promo code DMUWW, but it's much easier just to go down to the description, click on the link, and it will take you straight to the referral page. And as a bonus, here's the other thing, guys. 99% of the time, you're going to get the bonus. I'm going to get the bonus. It's usually between $100 and $500. Lately, the majority of bonuses have been coming in at $200 to $250. Who can't use an extra $200, $250? Typically, all you have to do is sign up, get approved, and take 20 trips. Some of them are 10. Sometimes you can take 10 trips. Sometimes it's 20. But how hard is that, guys? Go take 10 or 20 trips, make the bonus, and hey, if it didn't work out for you, if you didn't like it, you don't even have to do it anymore. Just take your money and run. No big deal. Plus, I could use the money, guys. Come on. I got to put gas in that 300 of mine. Just kidding. Hey, I do appreciate it, though. As always, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe. Be safe out there, and Uber on.